According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be able to fly.
That's what I've been told.
Its wings are simply too small to lift its fat little body off the ground.
Yeah.
The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible.
Bees don't care about you.
No, they don't.
Nah.
Do you care about bees?
No, not really.
I like bees.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right,
Hello,
boys.
friends. Hello, foes. And welcome to the Comedianons. It's a podcast we tried to start with when we were 13 years old, but here we are many years later, trying to give it a red hot go, and we're doing okay. I'm here with the man who's honestly who's got a plan, and it's Jono.
I do have a plan.
You have a
Do
plan?
you want to know what my plan is?
What's your plan?
Never let him know your plan. Oh, I got him. I got him.
Oh,
I got him.
haven't I?
Yeah, I have.
We've got a lovely show today.
That's actually my plan.
I
My
say
plan is
also-
to do a rock solid show. Yeah.
We're still recording. The video's back.
Well, video's back. Video's
Hello.
been blowing up.
Video's been popping
10 million
off.
views in
That is a correct number. Nicaragua?
Yeah, that's the one. What are we starting with? Oh, last week you delved into the mind of
I mean, you
steel.
kind of brought it back on me, but I feel like
I did because I decided to steal your idea and do it better. So we're gonna
Wow,
do that. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat because about this time last year, you and Rolsey went in the hot seat against each other.
Oh, no.
And I want to see if you've learned any more about me than
Oh,
you did
no.
this time a year ago.
After that, Jono, personal space, people need to use it more because
Or
I'm
not-
sick
or
of it.
not use
Get
my
out of
personal
my
space.
personal
Yeah.
space, and I'm going to explain to you my issues I have with it.
I'm sure I'll have the same issues.
Oh, always.
Then I've compiled a list, and these are the top 10 most untrustworthy people. And we're going to
Fantastic.
discuss that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where
Because
did you-
it's a podcast. And like,
That's crazy.
That's
A list segment?
kind of what we
That's
do
nuts,
here.
man.
Yeah.
After that, Jono, we're a video podcast now.
We are a
which
video
means
podcast.
There's new rules that need to be had, and
That's true.
Some things that might be happening now
Yep.
that we need to address.
That's right.
So, in a way of also following up and maybe a couple comments we've gotten in the last few days.
Comments in new places.
Who knew? Who knows?
Are we going to get hate mail now?
We'll never know.
Oh, no. All
We're
right.
gonna look at that at the very end of the podcast.
And I tell you what we're going to do at the very start of the podcast.
What are you going to do?
Go to the first slide.
Wonderful.
I mentioned, Joshua, that about this time a year ago, almost exactly, actually, it was
It
the
is.
start of season 2 of the
Yeah, it was-
Comedians.
social media Pete put a little post
He
up
did.
on-
I saw that,
post up.
and it gave the cogs of my heart a little tickle.
There was a
It
little
made me
picture
feel
of
nice.
Johnny Boy
Yep.
with the buttons. He's on the
Just
buttons
like
again
I am
tonight.
now. Hello,
Let's
thank
just
you to
say
all
there
my
was a
fans.
little bit of mistake happening.
Yeah.
Who's even
Joshua
counting?
got his headphones for the
Never.
second time.
Have
But
my
it happened-
headphones
Oh no,
right
he
here.
did.
Don't cover
He
here.
forgot the dongle.
For the video? I didn't forget
to
dongle.
be fair,
I don't know where the dongle
I think
is.
the dongle got up and left.
I'm going to get more dongles.
Get some more dongles.
I'm gonna
That's
replace
good.
all
That's
these
good.
ones so we have extras.
Multiple dongles.
Because 1 is none. 2 is 1. 1 is none.
3's a crowd.
No, so 1 is none. If
And-
you have 1 of things and you lose it, you have nothing.
Fuck.
If you have 2 of something, you lose 1 of it, you have 1 thing.
Did a babushka tell you that?
Maybe
Sounds
that's
like
where
the
I've
kind
heard
of thing a babushka in like a snow-capped mountain.
Maybe that's where I've heard that.
Anyway, I digress. We started season 2 around this time last year, and one of the
We
first
did.
episodes, we had good friend and friend of the show,
Friend of
Mr.
the
Michael
show.
Rolls, join us.
Rollsy.
And you went head-to-head on
We did.
on how well you knew me.
Do you remember the result of that?
No.
I'm pretty sure I won.
Yeah.
I think I
you
won.
won. Fuck that guy. You
Yes.
won. Yeah.
Fuck Rollsy. Sorry, Rollsy.
Now it's your turn. But,
Ah, shit.
you know, we've lived together for 8 months. We've
Unfortunate.
potted almost every single week for the best part of 2.5
that.
years or 1.5 years, whatever it is. 2.5 years?
Apparently.
Anyway,
I've been told.
you don't need multiple choice, Joshua. So while I play this lovely opener that you won't be able to hear because you're not wearing headphones, start thinking about all the trials and tribulations that we've been through.
My aim is to get out of
The opener's playing, but you can't hear it because of your headphones.
I don't have much knowledge, but boy, if I did, I'd get all
We're about
the
halfway through.
questions right in this
this is
quiz.
I've just said all the questions right in this quiz. Now it's fading out. How was
done?
that? Did I make
Is it
sense? It's just fading out.
Because I was worried.
1 second.
I'm worried.
We're done now.
We're
We're
good,
done now.
We're good
Yeah.
now. Okay, good.
All right. So what I've done is I've got
Yeah.
5 questions for you, but it's out of 15. And you'll see why that is. Now, I have done the math.
okay.
I did get it wrong and I had to change it. And now it's fixed. So there is a
Don't do
logical
maths.
reason.
Rule of the podcast. We never do maths.
What's a pass mark if it's out of 15?
8.
Yep. All right. So you're going for 8. All right.
I'm hoping for 0. I don't want to get any of this right. I feel like it'd be better.
You don't want any of them right.
I don't think I'm going to get any right. I'm worried.
You will get some of these right.
I don't
If you
think so.
don't, there's no episode
Yeah.
next week.
There will be There will be.
Yeah, there will be. There will be. You ready for the first question?
Yes, I am.
This is a bit of a softball.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Not the sport. Never played.
I prefer baseball.
I like T-ball.
T-ball.
The ball's not moving, it's just there.
It's a bit like, it's like the wussies one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, question 1.
Yeah,
When
what
I
you
was
got?
growing up, apart from the suburban metropolis that is Strathmore Heights, there was another location that I called home. What is the name of this location?
Ballarat?
Incorrect. Wangaratta.
Wangaratta.
Yeah. Ballarat. Do I really
Wangaratta,
strike
Ballarat,
you as
the
someone who
same-
came from
They sound
Ballarat?
like the same one to me. And even, I'm pretty sure you said this to me recently.
When we were doing the Ballarat and Bendigo thing, I didn't know where Ballarat and Bendigo were. That should have
a good
been an
point.
indication.
That's a good
Actually,
point.
to be fair, I don't know where anything
I
is.
don't know where everything is.
Yeah.
You do geography. You're
I
supposed to know
bought a
these things.
map to try and figure this out. I bought a map of Australia and I write down locations.
We should
on
get a
it. Yeah.
photo of you looking weird, looking confused at that map.
Oh, just in my natural state in front of the map.
Scratching your head.
Question 2.
Yeah.
This is a 5 banger. So currently you're on 0 out of 1, right?
But that question was just for 1.
That was for 1. This one is for 5.
Okay, this makes.
And you'll
this
see
is
why.
Okay.
In high school, I completed 5 subjects in year 12 for the Victorian Certificate of Education.
Sure.
What were these 5
Further
subjects?
maths,
Yep.
geography.
Which your geography, yep.
Computing,
What was that called?
computer science.
Ooh, I'll give it to you.
Computing.
Software development. Yep.
But no, the actual name of it was computing, wasn't it?
In year 11 it was. In year 12 it was software development. I'll pay it. There was
Okay.
one that we all did.
Biology.
Oh,
English.
yep. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. 5 points, baby. 3 more to go. He's pressing the button. I don't know why you keep pressing the button.
I'm pressing it 5 times because I got it right 5 times, but it's a 2-second sound effect. You're doing very well.
Thank you very much.
You're on 5 out of
Did you? Yeah.
out of 6.
Oh, look at that.
You've already got 5. Congratulations. Normally that would be a win, but not today, my friend. On Friday the 12th of August 2022, I proved to the world that I was an academic weapon by winning 2 awards at the RMIT University Geospatial Science Student Association Ball and Awards Night at Albert Park Lake. What were these 2 awards for? This is out of 2. Now, if you don't have to get the name of each award, but you have to get what they were awarded to me for. What I did that won the award. What proved my academic weapon status
I'm
at
going to be
RMIT
honest, I had a lot of
University.
alcohol that night.
Yes, you did.
I don't really remember
you did.
a lot.
But you could have gone had cheeky look. I've still got them on my wall because
Something
it's my
about-
only
Actually, give me
personality
one
trait.
second, guys.
No.
I'm just going to go.
No.
Can we pause the podcast for a moment?
You can get what's the kind of realm? Give me your thought process.
I wanna say
Narrow
it's like
down.
Something to do with like high distinction or
Okay,
top
but there's
certain
2 of them.
percent.
There's 2 of them. So
certain percent of all students doing it.
interesting.
or-
What would that percent be?
1%, 5%.
I'm going to give that a no. Can you get? You've got a second chance. What the second one is?
I don't know anything about it.
Unbelievable. Oh, I thought you cared about me, Joshua.
No, I
the
don't
most
know.
most outstanding student in geospatial science and ducks of 2022. No, good for me. Disappointing, Joshua. You were there. You were by my side.
I don't. Look, I remember a guy talking about a poster for a long time.
Yeah, it was about. What was it about?
He was pointing
Buzz
at a lot
Lightyear.
of things. Buzz the Lightyear, Toy Story, something
Measuring
like
the
about
distance of the
moons.
moon.
It was interesting if it wasn't so go on for so long.
Yeah, it did go on for a very long time.
Someone gave me a wine during that though. That was nice.
That was nice.
They came out. They
gave me a
wine,
furphy.
A little bit of a drinky drink.
Just a little bit of
It
a.
was a little bit of fun.
just a
I
little-
didn't have anything to do that night. I was just here to support
You were
my
just
friend.
there.
I
How
don't
good
even
was the
remember a
gnocchi
single
though?
thing.
Did you have the gnocchi?
I don't know. Gnocchi was great.
So
I think
smoky.
about it today.
I think about it most days when I'm lying in
Put
bed.
a bit of liquid
What?
smoke. Well, go ahead.
Talking of food, when
Yeah.
we lived in Brunswick, you named me Jay Sizzle, as
Jay
more
Sizzle.
often than not, I was found in my happy place, over the stove. Name 3 dishes I cooked more than 3 times.
Kofta? Does kofta count?
Kofta? I'll pay kofta. I will
I'll pay
pay kofta.
kofta.
What kind of kofta?
Chickpea kofta.
Correct.
You did. God damn it! What's it called? I don't want to call it not a burrito, but would you pay burrito?
I would not pay burrito. I cooked a burrito twice. I literally checked this statistic.
How have you this man has like these weird ass rules.
Because I have spreadsheets of my meal plans so I can look back at them. You've got one. Come on.
Troy Bao, you're going to
No. I made that for the first time 2 weeks ago and again today. Not in Brunswick, unfortunately. Let's go to Mexico. How about that?
No, I'm thinking about that. I don't know the name of the thing I'm thinking of.
You can get it. There's 2 Mexican dishes.
Empanada. No, sorry, enchilada.
I'll pay enchilada. I'll pay
What's the other
enchilada.
one?
So you're on two out of 3 for this question.
It's the cheese one with the beans,
Yes,
and the onions.
yes, the cheese one with the beans and the onions.
That's what everything's
I'll
in.
give you half a point if you can't think of the name. What's cheese? What's the word for cheese in Spanish?
Oh,
Starts with a Q.
No, wait. Quesadilla. There you go.
Correct.
Oh,
I'll give you half a point. I'll give that
what do you mean?
2.5
I got 3
out
of
of 3.
them, though. I chose 3.
Yeah, but I gave you a lot
That
of
doesn't.
hints.
No,
for
you
the
didn't. Belly. I already said cheese.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I'll give you 2.5 out of 3 anyway.
Wow. I hate this quiz. You will remember. I will remember this. I want to make it very clear.
I've put 3 out of 3 because I don't want to die.
No, I still remember it. I don't care.
Now,
I'm counting this as a slight against me. We have it on record here. I will come back for you.
That says 3 out of 3.
I don't care what it says on the point. I don't care if I win
it's 2 out of 3.
Yeah, come on. I'll remember this.
Now, you should get this question. And I'm sure when I brought up that this was in the back of your mind that this question might come.
All right.
I asked you this question on Thursday night when we were at the pub. And I've asked you multiple times throughout the year of this question. It's my fun fact that I do. I have 4 siblings. Name them.
Ben.
This was the final question last time.
We know Ben.
Ben is
this
correct.
Is what I got at the pub.
Ben is correct.
Oh, God.
Just start. I will give you 10 guesses to throw out. The rest are girls, right?
Oh,
throw out
God.
90s female names, and you've got
Jess?
10 to go. Okay, incorrect. Strike down. You get
right.
9 more guesses to guess 3. And you can't say this is a slight against. This is very fair rules. Just start guessing female basic white girl names.
Emma.
No. That's 2. 2 guesses.
This feels like
rapid fire me.
I don't like this.
We're going through 8 more basic
You're gonna
white
make
girl
me go
names.
through 8 more
I am.
names.
Yes, this is your punishment for not knowing my siblings' names.
Monica.
No. How old do you think my
Mary.
siblings are? No, that's your mum's name.
Jessie.
No. I
said Jess
You've
already.
guessed that.
Rita.
No. Think like
Tina.
more modern. Like these names.
I'm trying to think about the names of Mumbo number 5. Because there's a little
a little Ben on the side.
a little bit of Ben on my other side.
That is funny.
My mind's broken. I can't think right now.
Come on.
I said
I'll give you
Nina
3
already.
more guesses. I'll give you 3 more guesses. Guess names that we could have gone to school with these people. I believe in you, Joshua. Do you care about me as a person?
No. Because I've already got 8. I got Ben. That's 5. I already
come
know
on,
I've got
keep
enough.
guessing.
I don't know.
2
do I
more
really need
guesses.
to?
Yes.
No, I quit. I quit.
You even
I've got
got
8
one.
points.
You got one correct with
1
Rosie.
point. I got 1 point.
You randomly guessed one of them correct with Rosie. Or maybe he guessed it. Hannah, Bron, and Kate are my sister's names.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not even going to add that up. Next slide.
I've got 8 points. I'm kind of win.
Is that 8?
Yeah, I
Oh,
got
great.
one. I
Okay.
already got 5.
Congratulations. But we didn't put an applause sound effect. So give yourself an applause. That was very good. Very low budget.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, next slide.
Yeah. Jono, sometimes I have really selfish thoughts.
Yes.
And one of those selfish thoughts is I sometimes wish people were more afraid of the pandemic again.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like people are too up in my personal space
Mate,
all the damn time.
Do you remember the glory
And
days?
I know I've done this myself, but it
Yeah.
drives me nuts.
Mate, the glory days of the pandemic was that like first lockdown, around about this time last
100%.
3 years ago.
3 years.
Holy shit.
Where did the
I was
time
going to say
go?
2 years ago. I'm
know what
like,
happened?
no, it was 3
Pandemic
years ago.
winded down. we started a podcast, and we completely forgot about
life changed completely.
Life changed
that is
completely.
actually crazy.
We're just celebrities now. It's just really hard to relate to the normal person.
That's maybe why we're having personal space issues post-pandemic.
Yeah, I just hate people. I really hate people.
Yeah.
Here's my first thing that happens.
Yep.
Top of elevators.
Yep.
Escalators.
Yep.
Top of escalators. People who stand
Escalators.
there talking with people.
Oh, that's the
in front of
stairs. The
while you're
stairs.
going down. You're going down the escalator.
And they're having a
just
conversation?
Having a conversation. I'm like, get out of my way.
Yeah, 'cause
I
you're
need
trying to
go
get on to the escalator.
I'm moving towards that
Yep,
thing.
yep.
And they're just doing it.
People-
Anytime where
they're doing it on the escalator. That's creative.
When they're stopping in
Yeah.
front of anything.
Yeah.
Or in the middle. Like,
No,
and can I say?
with escalators, it's
Yeah.
worse when they talk at the bottom of the escalator.
That's also really bad.
At RMIT, there was a big clusterfuck because someone was stopped at the bottom and everyone built up into them and everyone started falling over.
What the hell? This and also when you're out with a group of people, and I know this because I've been out with certain groups of people.
Oh, must
people
be
just
nice
talk
to
and
have
talk
friends.
and talk.
Yeah.
And then you realize as you're going, I'm like looking around because you know how sometimes you're just aware of your own space.
Yeah, yeah.
And you were standing in front of a restaurant arguing with people, do we go in?
Yep.
And in the meantime,
Yep.
you're blocking the space.
Yeah. Oh,
You're blocking
my
the personal
God.
space.
You have unlocked something in my brain I didn't even know was there. Because they like looking, my mum does this. Every time I go to a cafe, she wants to look at like the pastries and stuff that they have in the thing.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
she won't, I'm just like, just either A, peer through the window,
Peer through the
or
window.
B, go in and have a look. And then come
walk
out and decide. She'll stand in the doorway and poke her head really far through and like start having a look and relaying the information back to me. I'm like, no.
What you've done there
you're
is made it
creating
worse
a
for the people
block.
inside and
outside, yeah.
So you're not doing both.
It's like the time when I smashed a glass in the middle of the corridor and then none of the customers could come to pay and no one could go and sit in the dining room. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was creating a clog.
And all that does is it reduces the space.
Yeah, that's
that
right.
And also like when you're in like catching transport, right?
Yep.
And
Train,
people have a
tram,
choice.
bus.
People have a choice when you're in a 1, 2, 3, 4 group, right?
Pod, yeah.
You're right. I don't know about you if you agree with this rule when you're
Okay.
on public transport, right?
Oh,
if you're
can
on a
I tell
public
you the
transport-
rule? Can I tell you the rule that
Go
you're
for it.
thinking of? The first person to get in sits forward facing on the window and the second person sits backwards facing on the aisle. That's the
across
rule.
from them.
Yep.
That and if you're in a group where you're two people sitting next to each other.
Yep.
And it's getting to that point where on the other side of the line where people are starting to get off.
Yep.
And there's space on another chair where there's no one there.
Yep.
You need to get off.
Yes.
Because you have a
Yes.
chance now
Yes.
to have your own seat.
That's
Don't
right.
sit next to me still.
Yes.
Because why are you
Yes.
sitting next to me?
Yes.
There are 3 other
Yes.
seats open on this plane.
Absolutely.
I want my own personal space.
Absolutely. Not across the aisle. Just go
No,
onto
I don't
the
care.
other, the
I don't
forward
care if it's
in the
on
pod.
the other side.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
important
yeah.
thing is that
Don't sit directly next to me. Absolutely.
Because the only time you have a directly sit next to someone,
If there's no
either
seats.
you're with someone,
Yeah.
but probably a partner.
Yeah,
spouse.
partner. Yeah.
Even when we've gone out, we
Yeah.
sit on either side because we know the rule.
Yeah. We know the
We
rule.
sit either side,
and we're
two
broad
people can come
boys as
sit in.
well.
We're broad boys.
Yeah.
Broady boys? No, we're not. We're not broady boys.
No.
I
I
don't like
live
those
dangerously
boys.
close to Broadmeadows,
kinda
but
do.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, people.
Broady has
being
great
being a
kebabs.
broad. I tell you another.
There's a great kebab shop
There
in
is.
Broady.
There's also a driver's license testing centre there. You should swing by one day.
Who knows? I had a conversation with this about my mum on the way here, to be honest. But
Was
that's
your mum at the supermarket in Moonee Ponds today?
possibly?
Yeah, I think I might have seen her.
I'll ask.
Yeah.
I'll ask.
Because I was leaving and then I saw someone going in. I'm like, oh, that looks like your mum.
What was she wearing? Do you remember what color?
I think it was like a shirt. I think it maybe was brown or brown and black. Maybe both.
I think anyone. That could be anyone. It's hard.
There's
to
a
know.
lot of like Greek and Italian women walking around that
Yeah.
store. So anyway, what are we talking about?
I hate
Personal
this-
space.
Get-
Yeah.
Give me space.
Yeah.
I'm a broad person.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this.
I committed.
And you know who it is who doesn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
People who spend a lot of time in a homeless section not understanding anything. Let's say it that way.
Yes. I've got another one. I committed a personal space faux pas. And I was with you. And I feel ashamed. And I've thought about this most
Did
days.
I pull you up on this?
No.
I'm sorry.
But I'm getting on the front foot.
Oh, please.
Because I accidentally committed a faux pas.
What did you do?
one thing that you'll agree with me that sucks is when people walk uncomfortably close behind you.
Yeah.
So if you're walking, say I'm walking, someone's behind me. So okay, let's flip the script. If I'm walking behind somebody, I'll give them space if I'm faster, or I'll cross the road, or I'll hang back or something, right?
Yeah.
But we had a guy, we're walking in Brunswick, and he was walking like 2 steps behind me. I could like feel his breath. He was that close to me.
Yes.
So I told you, let's pull over, let this guy through.
Yeah.
And then I forgot one crucial step. I forgot to wait to give him time to move forward, and I
now
just
you're
let
behind,
him.
now we're
and then
behind
you
him,
and I
though.
were both walking so close to him
Now we're
because of
doing
me.
it now.
Do you remember that?
This is bad.
I
It
was
was
we were
bad.
like full on tailing this guy, and then he turned off to let us
Yeah.
go through. Yeah, that was a personal space error that I made. I made that once
Everyone
as
does it.
well.
I'll
yeah.
be honest. You've pulled me up a couple times.
Yeah.
And like I just haven't noticed that I'm in the way of someone.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
In the way, and I need to move.
Yeah.
I have to say, hanging out with you has made me way more aware of myself.
Yeah,
To the point
yeah.
where now when I'm out with people, it bothers me.
Yep.
And this is the
Yep.
reason. What I'm saying is, you've caused this behavior.
It's actually
in me,
a terrible
but
way
it's
to be.
But
I think it's better for other people.
Oh yeah, in
but
the
it's
grand
terrible
scheme-
for you
but now I'm
because
sitting here going,
you're like, oh,
"Get
this person's
away
too
from
close.
me.
That's in the way.
I need
Yep.
space.
Yep.
I need space.
Yep.
I need space.
Space.
Please.
Slow walkers really fuck me off. And they're like walking on the right and you try and overtake them and they're walking in the middle of the path.
Or let's say hypothetically you're
Yep.
out at a pub
Yep.
and 2 people start walking faster than you, and then they catch the light, they get on the other side of the
Oh,
light,
yeah.
and they keep walking, and you're sitting there waiting for the
Josh
light.
wasn't fast. King Mike and I and Josh were out, and Josh wasn't fast enough to make it across the crossing.
No.
And then we're about 20 minutes after the crossing, and we're like, because Josh wasn't really saying much. We're like, oh, that's all right. And we turn around, and he was stuck at the other side of the crossing. He
My
hadn't made
favorite
it
thing
through.
was I'm watching it from my point of view, and I watch you go further in the distance. And I'm sitting there going, I'm waiting for the light to cut, and I just see you both stop.
Yeah.
I see Michael turn to you, and then you turn, and then you both turn around and look at me, and I'm like,
I love it. Do you have a personal space faux pas?
No, I think I'm good now.
I've
You
got
got
one.
something?
I've got a personal space
What do you
faux
got?
pas. If you're at a communal seating area, right? Not a communal table at a cafe that we sat at. That was actually really fun.
that was fun.
Yeah, community tables. Sit on the community table.
Consenting to
Yeah.
what the personal space is going to be like.
Yeah, you're saying I'm
You've
happy to
consented to
compromise with my
This is a consent
personal
issue.
space. Yeah, yeah.
I've not consented for you to sit next to me on a train.
On a train.
when you could be sitting
Somewhere else. Yes.
Because it's also a sick thing,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It is.
That's a big thing for me
Yeah.
as well.
And I just don't like people being near me.
Oh, I hate people.
Which is why I live by myself in a 2-bedroom
Hey,
apartment
let's-
and
let's-
work by myself.
I didn't say it. You said it.
But this is my personal
Yeah,
my
what do you
personal
got?
space problem. People who wait outside shops for someone, but they wait
Oh.
directly next to the door. So they're not blocking the door, but what they're doing, they're standing next to the door waiting for their mate. So then if you're walking in or you're waiting for your mate, you feel like they're the security guard.
Can I say also
and they're
that
just
what happens
throwing
is
you
if they're
off. Yeah.
standing outside
Yeah.
and you walk straight out and you do that tight turn to the left and someone gets in your way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There has to be there's a semicircle of space outside
We should
each
all
doorway.
Yeah, there should be.
chalk around
Chalk.
it, and you go. You're
Like,
not allowed to
even
enter
like
this
a meter.
space,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
We need a moment for people who go out to go. I'm turning
Yeah.
this way, or because people have different turning angles, like cars.
With turning, I've got another one. Mate, I'm on a roll right
Can
now.
I say this also
Yeah.
reminds me of
Yep.
the same rule that I think we saw it on a plaque for the rules of the office, which
Yep.
is like you can't have 2 people in the little spinny door thing. The
Oh, yeah, in the
doors.
revolving
Same
door. Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Like
It's the
leave
same
me
thing.
space. You're allowed to go take someone if you've consented or you're with someone. Go
Yeah.
ahead, sorry.
This is exactly on this point that you've brought up. If you and I are walking somewhere, right, or more if we're going through a door or we're getting off an escalator, at train stations, you know how there'll often be 2 escalators that are coming up?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
2
yeah.
loads of people coming up at the same time. The amount of time I've been with someone and then someone from another escalator has come and when we've got off, they've gone in the middle of me.
They've
and
crossed
you
over
don't,
into the
you don't
opposite
split
side.
friendship groups. No, it's you're walking, I'm walking behind you. We're clearly together, and then someone who's come up, they go in between the 2 of
I
us.
agree, but
you can't do that.
The
You
problem
can't
then
do that.
becomes like, hey, it's they don't know it's awkward.
Yeah,
And how do
yeah,
we
but
ha-
they can tell. I can tell
You
if it's a
reckon?
family
That's a good
or
point, because often
yeah.
like, we might be mid conversation.
Yeah.
and then you might,
And we're
I
turning
might
to
step
each
ahead,
other
and
and-
someone
yeah.
might immediately
Yeah.
come in between us.
And then we're like,
then
you
we're
turn
like-
around and then you're talking to Cheryl, and Cheryl used to be you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was
Cheryl's like,
wild.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
happens.
I like my personal space.
I like my personal space too.
Yeah. In
You know what
about
else is crazy?
half an hour, can you please leave my personal space?
Yeah, I'll fuck off.
Okay, perfect. All right, next slide.
Next slide.
Hey Josh and Jonathan, it's King Mike here. Last episode you asked us to record and mention our favourite spice. So my favourite spice is turmeric because not only does it flavour your food, it can also colour your clothes. Alright, cheers guys.
Thanks, King Mike, for the pun and the terrible audio quality.
What a wonderful message from King Mike.
Do you need a recap of what he said?
I can remember it like.
Do you remember his joke? Do you remember his joke?
Something about.
It was a turmeric joke. Always a good category of jokes.
Oh, something about yellow. It making your.
Not only
yellow.
does it a flavor. I can't remember it either. Not only does it. I literally listened to it 10 seconds ago. Not only
Mike,
does it flavour your food, but it colours your clothes.
There you go.
There you go.
What a lovely joke. Thank you so much.
Thanks, King Mike, for sending that in on the
website, comedianons.com.
Yeah.
Click the little
It's a
microphone
nice
button,
website, I will
record
say.
it.
Yeah.
I have to say, the web boffin, web
Yeah.
biffin.
Biffin, the web biffin. Yeah.
I don't want to get into like the
staff members.
Yeah, talking about them.
It's good to get the org chart in my mind.
I seem to remember initially the biffin was doing web stuff, and then we've hired social media Pete.
Yeah.
So are now they both doing web stuff, or what's the difference there?
No. The biffin is.
So the boffin was editing.
The boffin was editing. Then the biffin was doing social media originally.
Yeah, but then I replaced him with social media.
Then I
Pete.
fired the biffin from social media, and then we hired social media Pete, and we've reallocated our resources with the biffin to the website.
Oh,
does that make sense?
Sometimes I think that
As majority shareholders, we should have thought about this. But
I was gonna say social media Pete. Sometimes it just feels like he's doing things more than one person could do.
Last week we actually hired a new guy, Video Vlad. We got Video Vlad.
I love Video Vlad. What a legend.
He's cutting up videos left, right, and center.
Love Video Vlad.
I love Video Vlad. Yeah, how you going, Vlad? Sounds a lot like the Boffin and the Biffin and Steve.
We're popping off on social media.
We
Check
are.
out, we've got clips now.
We've got
on
clips.
YouTube.
We'll be posting everywhere.
We're on Instagram.
Anywhere you
we're
would
on
want a
TikTok.
clip to be, apart from Facebook, it will be there. Yeah.
Check us out there.
Yep.
Send us a message.
Yep, that's
We'll
right.
have fun.
Share the reels
Share
with a
it
friend
out.
because it's hard to. It's like, oh, I like this podcast, mate. You should listen to it. If you go, hey, these guys are funny. Like, look at their clips or whatever,
True.
and then that
also
helps
give us a
out.
5-star rating.
That's
Remember,
right.
Same
Yeah,
difference,
that's
same
right.
things. We said it 10,000 times. If you haven't done it yet, I mean,
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Jeez.
Thanks, Mike, for your favourite
Thanks,
spice.
Mike.
What should we get them to say? Tell us one thing you know about me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
give us a truth and a lie, and tell us, and we'll guess.
Oh,
which one-
that's good.
And we'll
Fuck,
guess
you're
which one's a
good.
lie.
That was good.
Yeah,
I
thank
like
you very
that.
much.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I'll give one too,
Yep.
and we'll find out next time.
I like this. All right, we'll see you on the next slide.
Yeah.
Joshua, I know a lot of people come to this podcast because we're a source of truth, right?
It's true.
You and I get
We
very
are.
lucky. We find stones and plaques and all sorts of things.
All sorts of ones.
I didn't find one this week. But that's okay because I'm a very knowledgeable gentleman, right?
yeah?
This is the top 10 untrustworthy people. Now, there's some a trend going around, red flags and green flags. I'm not a trend jumper, so
Never.
I'm not doing red flags. I'm doing untrustworthy people.
So different.
This isn't individual people. This is traits that
Kinds of
untrustworthy people have. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And this is definitive list. And
Definitive.
I've done
There's no other
I've done
one.
something wild.
Okay.
I've gone from 10 to 1. So the most exciting thing is at the end.
Oh.
Look at that.
I'm
That is
balancing-
professional broadcasting.
So this has nothing to do with facts, and if it's
These
if
are
it's
all
a fun
facts. No.
They're
This
not
is the
fun.
fact.
These is facts.
And then
I love it.
feel free to stacks on and
will.
tell me how shit these people
see.
are. Now, coming in at number 10, I wrote this list this afternoon before you came. What were you telling me about that you might like to do one day in the future that's fitness and sport related?
Triathlon.
Number 10, people who do triathlon.
Oh my god.
Because there's something about the character of a person, and I fall into this character. Why do you like endurance sport, and why do you want to tell everybody that you do endurance sport?
good point.
And why would you do
Oh
it
my
in a
God.
regional town really early in the morning and swim in a river?
Or let's say hypothetically, people that we may have worked in before who just do lots and lots of running.
Yes. Who does lots of running?
Who does?
I put triathlon in the same category as park run. I feel like there's just something that I can't trust about those. They're not bad people.
I don't know when that episode
Neither.
was. We talked about
They're not
park run.
bad people, but they're just not super trustworthy.
True.
All right, number 9. When you go to the supermarket, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever gone in for a specific thing and come out with that specific thing only?
Yes.
I don't trust you. Because number 9 is people who go to the supermarket for one thing and one thing only and come out with only that one thing.
Actually, can I say though?
Yeah.
Every time I've gone for one thing, I've thought of another thing I can get with
That's
it.
right.
Because here's the
That's
thing:
right.
I have the anxiety of going in wanting one thing. Like,
Yes.
if I get one thing and I bring it up there, they'll look.
But
Even if I'm
they're
using
gonna
the robot,
yes.
they'll think, "Why is this guy?
Why has just got one thing?"
It is very untrustworthy.
That's right. That's absolutely one of the reasons. Because the one time I did that, I was telling you, this happened 2 weeks ago. I was telling you last week, I bought one packet of chips from Coles and the fucking Seki thought I'd stolen it and accused me of stealing it.
Well, now you're like brooding it about everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were untrustworthy then.
I was definitely
anyone who
untrustworthy.
does it should be untrustworthy.
But the other thing is,
I think you should be forced to bring a bag with you every time.
That's
you
a
go
good one.
But
That's
it's not
a good one.
backpack.
No.
It has to be like a
carry
carry
bag. Yeah.
You have to bring a carry bag so that everyone can look in your bag.
Yeah, and
Always.
check. Yeah. But like, how can you go to the supermarket for a sponge and not come out with a cheesy might scroll? Like, you know what I mean?
I love a bit of a cheesy might scroll.
I have a cheesy might scroll every Saturday for lunch.
I cheesy might scroll on Twitter.
I didn't think you liked Vegemite.
I don't mind a little bit of Vegemite. I'm very pick and choosy.
I finished my tin of Vegemite the other day.
Vegemite beans.
No, all right. Okay, 11 top 10 untrustworthy people. People who like Vegemite baked beans.
Yeah,
all right.
God.
People 8. Number 8. People who order their milk extra hot at the cafe. No.
Because why are you projecting like
your annoying husband on me?
Like expecting it's going to be hotter than it
because
could be.
The reason they're untrustworthy is because they think you're untrustworthy and going to make it too cold.
How do they know what extra hot even means?
That's right. They don't. Half the time, I just made it a temperature and they're happy with it.
If you made it a normal temperature,
they wouldn't know.
Complain.
Yeah.
How are you going to complain?
Yeah.
What are you going to say to them? Like, it's going to be, this is not hot enough.
I think they say it as an avenue to complain.
Then what are you going to do?
Yeah. They're like, if it doesn't taste like ash, I don't want it. Anyway, that annoys me. Number 7. Anyone who owns anything beige with tassels. This is very Byron Babes vibes.
Very Byron Babes, very
like
sort of wishy-washy.
Yeah,
people.
like people who like live in communes and smoke marijuana and then are like, oh, we all love each other. Our only currency is our emotions. And,
anyone who thinks that they should have been born in the 60s.
Yeah, that's right. Because I know if I tell one of them a deep, dark secret, the whole commune's going to know by the end of the day.
There are those people where you can't tell them stuff because they will talk to every other person in your group.
That's right.
And
or
everyone will know.
In their Pilates class, which is why coming in at number 6, people who do Pilates.
My dad started Pilates the other day.
Is he in there, right?
Yeah.
With all the women with their yoga mats, just chatting shit with the girls?
I don't know.
I reckon he would be.
Here's what I do know.
I reckon they'd love him.
I think I told you about this the other day.
Yeah.
But he's in there because his mate told him that he should do Pilates.
Right,
After
okay.
my mum had been doing Pilates for the last like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah.
My mum started chatting.
Was your mum at Coles Mini Ponds?
I will never know. And
Yeah.
my mum's been going like, I've been doing Pilates
Yeah.
for like months. Why are you doing it?
But now old mate's
neither
gone.
of them are trustworthy.
Yeah.
I don't believe any
They
of
should
them.
do joint Pilates. You know those like YouTube challenges from like 2011? And it's like yoga poses. So like the guy's like on his back on the ground. So this is just what I like to do with my Friday nights. Anyway.
I also got something to admit. I kind of want to go do Pilates.
I want to do Pilates. Do you want to do the one on the like the torture device?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
That
the one I
scares
wanna do.
me.
Yeah, but that's why I like the
Yeah,
idea
the
of it.
reformer.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I used to work in
I'm
the
trying to be
Pilates industry.
I'm trying to reform.
I'm trying to conform. Number 5. We touched on this before. People who sit backwards on the train in an empty pod. You see those people, you know when you get on the train and you're like,
weird.
oh, there's an empty pod. Oh, fuck, there's a guy sitting in it. But he's going backwards and there's no one else there.
Because if you were facing forwards, I'll be
Yeah.
okay with being the person that's backwards.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
why
yeah,
have you
yeah.
chosen to
Yeah.
go backwards?
And this is
what life do
inbound
you
into the
lead?
city when like
What-
people are getting on.
100%.
So you could sit on the
What
front.
life do you lead where you feel like you want to go backwards?
Yeah. Or do they just not like
Do they just not care about
Care?
it? There are rules and they
Yeah.
have to be followed.
And you sit, I don't even, if you sit facing forward in the aisle seat, it's broken the rule, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Unforgivable if you sit backwards. Even though it means the forward seat is available for me, I don't trust them. I'm scared they're going to rob me or something.
Yeah, 100% actually.
All right, number 4. This is a good one. Anyone who goes to boozy brunch, bottomless brunch, or anyone who has ever taken a photo of themselves holding a mimosa with a vase of flowers halfway in the frame in the background. Oh my God.
Every 5th photo on Instagram is one of these.
Always. And it's always like...
It doesn't matter who you are. It happens with, honestly, both men and women.
Yeah, it does.
And
it does.
It annoys
Absolutely.
me equally.
And there's never words in the caption.
Never,
it's always just like... it's a mimosa emoji or like a flower.
A sun emoji.
And then like the sparkle.
The prayer emoji.
Eat mimosas, pray
Hashtag
and
blessed.
bitch about Jenny. Hashtag blessed. Or it's like Kate's.
It's just a
Jemima's.
photo of like some really pretentious cake.
Yeah.
And it just says,
like a cake that doesn't
"Treated
actually
myself this
look
time."
nice to eat because it's got so
Treated
many
myself.
layers of fondant.
Fondant can't be good. I don't like I don't know why people.
It's
put
sugar
fondant
and
on
water.
cake.
I'm pretty sure.
You know have you watched those people that do like the realistic looking cakes?
Oh, there's a whole show about that on Netflix.
Yeah, is it cake?
Is
I
it
haven't
cake?
seen it.
Yeah,
but
neither have I.
But have you seen like the TikToks of people
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
those?
I get done by them
and they
so
like
frequently.
lie down. They put the little fondant thing
Yeah.
that's like clay.
It's just like a Woolies
Like
mud cake,
Play-Doh.
and then they
It's
put
like a
like
Play-Doh.
plastic clay over the top
but
of
it's
it.
edible.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But
Why?
no way that tastes good.
Can't be good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
sorry.
Number
Go ahead.
3. People who never get the occasional egg ick that makes eggs feel just a little bit too eggy. You know what I mean? When
you
you're
explain
eating eggs.
yourself a little
So
bit more on this
sometimes
one?
I like eggs, but I
Sure.
don't like eggs when they taste eggy.
Right.
So I'll be eating eggs and I'll be like, this is nice. This is starting to taste like eggs now. I don't like this. I feel like this is a very human emotion. And occasionally I'll run into people that'll be like, nope. I just eat eggs. What do you
Can I
mean
say
they don't
what
taste
I-
like eggs?
I think anytime an egg tastes too eggy, it's probably because it's not cooked well enough.
No, but you're like a couple mouthfuls in, and then you'll start thinking that they're eggs, and then you get into your eggs, and you'll just.
It's that thing of like thinking that a chicken has been sitting in a barn.
I think that's what it is.
and then it comes out and it's like.
And they just, I don't know. They
it
just, I
sits
don't
there.
like the consistency of
Can
eggs.
I say what
the
will
smell
not help
of eggs.
you? And this is what didn't help me last time.
Yeah.
There's Super Size Me.
No.
The guy who made Super. This is the guy that like.
This is a
Super
movie?
Size Me was a documentary.
Oh, documentary.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
You don't watch anything.
No.
Who ate the McDonald's for like a really long time. It's like a very famous
Ooh.
documentary, and you like
Like a
see
science
he's, like,
experiment.
Yeah, like you see, it's like in the early 2000s. The
This
idea
sounds
was, like,
awesome.
anytime they asked him, "Would you like to supersided?" he had to say yes.
Oh my
and He would
God.
track his. It's a very famous documentary. Then recently he did another one about like the food industry and of like chickens.
Okay.
And so it's not good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good.
No.
I hate it. It makes
Yeah.
me not want to eat meat.
Yeah, and people who are okay with that, I don't trust them.
Yeah, that
because
must
what
be it.
heinous things are you doing in your life that is okay
It's a
with
good
that?
point.
Number
Eggs
2,
can be eggy.
people who go to hustle culture public speaking events. Doesn't this just give you the ick? I saw an
Can I
ad
say-
for one come up, which
I was
sparked
gonna
this whole
say,
segment.
These things, they come up all the time on
like
like
the-
the short video.
Yeah, they do. They do. TikTok, YouTube Shorts. It's like
you-
Gary
Instagram.
V, Andrew Tate. Like,
And you hear him go,
Oh.
what you have to understand is it's not about the momentum. It's
Yeah.
about your
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
You haven't thought about it yet, so you can't understand
and
it.
everyone's like, fuck, bro.
Whoa.
And they do like sales pitch runs. Say you're a client, right? I'm the
Yeah.
public speaker. I'm here to get you 1 million sales.
For sure.
But it's always in like a small classroom with like 3 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
And I go, how many dollars in sales did you do last month?
I quit my job.
Okay, so if I called a customer and I was you, would they give you 10 grand for no reason?
No.
So mine give me 40 grand. Yeah.
But what do you do?
Thanks everyone. Get a picture.
No, can you tell me what
Cobra
do they
Tate,
do?
top G. You just need to be more consistent on asking for upgrades.
That's what it is.
That's literally what they do. And people are like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever actually goes, fuck yeah. They just like go to them in
says that?
secret. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like these people. All right. The number 1 most untrustworthy person on this planet. And I don't think I could ever get a beer with one of these people.
Right.
Because I would be too scared about what they're going to do to me and my net worth.
right.
Men, it's only men. I'm sorry, I hate to discriminate,
Right.
but it's only men who do this. On the train in the morning, who have nothing on them other than their phone, their wallet, and their keys.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay, I see
How
what I
do
thought
they
you were
do
gonna
that?
Say, but
Yes.
I would like to put
Yes.
as an amendment as someone who
Yes.
is also any single person that's ever bought cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah, that falls into the hustle culture
Hustle
thing.
culture,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
But
yeah.
100%.
I've bought cryptocurrency.
I've never.
Litecoin's not doing very well.
Have you still got it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm just setting and forget. I'm just hoping one day it blows up and they'll be like, he bought Litecoin when it was worth $20 a thing.
Why did you? Oh my god!
Because it was on the up. Can we not talk about
but where were we?
Men on the
why
train
do
with
people
nothing.
do that?
Do they have a personal computer at home, a computer, like a desktop computer in the
Oh, I
office,
have my work computer.
and my home
I have a
computer,
work
and then
computer.
they buy every single morsel of food they eat in the entire day?
That's weird.
Because
why do they do
even
that?
if I'm like buying my lunch at work, when I actually worked in an office, I would still take like a music bar, a piece of fruit, like take snacks. I need to eat every hour of the
Good
day.
point.
Do they just go, what do they even eat for lunch? What do middle-aged boomer men in suit pants
Here's
eat
the
for
thing,
lunch?
though. Those kinds of people, they think that they're cultured.
Yes.
And they will
Yeah,
go
yeah,
and
they
eat
are. They
the
are.
cultured food
True,
in their
true.
special way.
Like rolled.
Like rolled. there's in my building area.
Yep.
When you go down at lunchtime, it's like watching the buffaloes come into.
Oh,
the roost.
really? Like there's a
'Cause
big
you see,
swarm.
You see the people
Yeah.
swarming to specific areas.
Yeah.
Rolled's big.
Yeah.
Anyone-
Of course there's a
like the
roll.
There's
Yeah.
like that sort of like nondescript Asian food space.
And they do like dumplings, noodles, dim sims, sushi. Yeah, that's right.
And then they
Yep.
have a banh mi place. All
Yep,
three of
yep,
those things,
yep.
because they're so known to people,
Yeah.
everyone will go there.
Boomers love a banh mi.
Boomers
I think
love
because
a
it's
banh mi.
cheap. I think
Can
it's
I say
cheap.
though,
Yeah.
I like a banh
I
mi.
love a banh mi.
I love a banh mi. What do you get in your banh mi?
Tofu?
Tofu.
Yeah.
What do you
Don't
put
really
on it?
like a tofu banh
You
mi.
have like the satay sauce on it?
Yeah, satay sauce.
I love the satay sauce.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh my god. More
the
than
banh mi.
like a chili sauce. I prefer a satay sauce.
I like when they do a little bit of fresh chili on it.
fresh. Oh, always
Fresh chili
at the top.
Douse it in the
Yep,
soy satay
yep,
sauce.
Yep.
I'm partial to
But
the
it's
chicken.
not the thick like.
I like the chicken banh
gluggy
mi.
satay sauce.
I also like the fresh, like the pork banh mi. That's a classic.
Pork banh mi is a classic, but it's been too long, so I can't relate. But the chicken, I did like a chicken banh mi.
Love it.
Crispy chicken sushi also goes pretty hard. That's my guilty pleasure. I mean, not now.
Can I say, you just remind me
Yeah.
of the thing. Were
Yeah.
you with me when we saw that thing that was like, you told me that there was like this TikTok or someone going like, all us vegetarians. always have
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
That's weird.
They're
That's
like, oh
really
yeah,
untrustworthy.
yeah. Okay, number 0. There was this girl on TikTok, and she's like, the funny thing about being a vegetarian is like we all say we don't eat meat, but I know every vegetarian on this app has this one cheat meal that they have every once in a while with meat. And her
No.
comment section was going, bro, I don't think you're a vegetarian. I
No,
know we
that's not
don't
how that
do that.
works.
Like we make a choice not
That's
to eat
so
meat.
nuts.
Yeah, I don't try. Okay, here's another one.
Yeah.
People on TikTok.
Anyway, that includes us.
Anyway, I'll see you on
See you next
TikTok.
time. You haven't figured it out already.
I haven't.
I'm talking to the people. Shut up.
Right. Okay.
You haven't
Sorry.
figured out already. We've got lots of video clips out.
I had figured that
Did a
out.
couple
Sorry,
of them
I
on
retract my
different- on
previous
different
statement.
Social
Yeah.
media platforms. But what this means, Jono, is that we're visible now on the internet.
That's kind
More
of
than we ever
the
have
whole
been.
the whole idea, but it's scary.
It's
this
scary
new frontier.
because when you
I'm a
when
poet,
you
I didn't
put
even know
yourself
it.
out there,
Yeah.
people.
I'm scared
can
we're gonna get
see
hate
you
mail.
and people can leave messages.
Because
and
you-
can I say first
yeah.
of all, we've got lots of nice messages.
Do,
Right?
do we?
Well, from people we know who have
Right.
listened to the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yep.
People
Yep.
who maybe we don't know as much.
People
who still
go,
send us messages.
yeah, it's great.
You know,
I
that's
love
nice,
it.
and
Yeah,
they like it, right?
yeah, I really
And
like
that-
it. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
to some degree.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you know, it's different when it's a
Great
random
podcast.
person.
I like the first half of the first episode. Yeah.
There's backhanded comments.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but I'm scared we're going to get hate mail because you mentioned to me that you didn't like how you were sitting in the video, and then I'm like, yeah, maybe that'd suck to be him, and then I'm like, fuck. What if they pick me apart?
Yeah.
What if they?
Okay, they haven't
What if
picked
they
me
don't like
apart on
me?
that.
Yeah.
but
did they pick my death grip on the microphone apart? I was literally holding it
You're
like this,
Yeah.
like a rapper.
Well,
Yeah.
what's happened here, Jono, is we released a very nice video out regarding one of the clips from last episode,
Hummus
And we've got
and schlongs in change rooms.
and we got a couple comments
Okay.
on the
On the
changing
schlong
room.
one. Yeah,
On the
yeah,
changing
yeah,
room one.
yeah, yeah.
I wanted to go through these, but first I wanted to just clarify.
Yep.
Do we ever? What's our like policy on comments? Like, not
Just
to
fucking
them,
go for
but
it.
like, are we have a closed door policy to?
Oh,
to
no
anyone-
hate mail.
Like,
no hate mail.
Anyone who
I think
anyone who
very
bothers-
specific and direct personal attacks on
May be
either of
funny.
us is fine because there's comedic potential. If you say, "Oh, that guy looks like he would snap if there was a strong breeze," like that, I'm
That'd
happy
be
to
even
cop
funny.
that.
I've
But if
said
you
that
say this is a shit podcast, or you got
Look
no
at that fat ass and that person that looks like they can't. Yeah,
that's not
Yeah,
okay.
No.
And any critiques about the comedy itself, no.
Yeah, no critics on that either.
Oh, these guys shouldn't have a podcast, or we need to ban the sale of microphones. None of that. None of that, please.
So good news is we have two. We've received 2 comments.
Oh, look at this guy.
Look at that.
This is
Yeah.
on the
So
tube, yeah?
I'm going
on
to
RedTube.
Read you the one that I think is constructive.
Okay.
The one that maybe is not so constructive.
Oh, so we got a constructive
We've got a
one.
balance. We've got one of each.
Constructive worries me. Is it saying, "Hey, you guys would be funnier if you had better"?
It's an experience that they had.
What are you going to hit me first?
We're gonna do the good one first.
The good one?
Should we do the good one? Do you want to do the bad one?
So the good one is about the experience.
Yeah. Do you
Okay.
want the
Yeah.
bad one? I could do the bad one
Which
first.
one's longer?
The longer one's the experience.
Do the bad one. Let's
Okay.
finish on a good note. Let's finish on a good note.
This is what I'm going to read it from them. I
And
can
out
tell
them.
this
Out them. Say their name.
Fucking Ross Ogden.
Oh, this sounds
asshole.
like a user 175.
No, that's just their name.
Oh, it's just
here.
Ross Ogden.
Ross
Okay.
Ogden. And this person is,
Thanks for sending us
is
a
an
message,
asshole,
Ross. Oh,
but from America. I can
Okay,
tell
no, that's
because I'll
fine.
explain it. Because I don't understand some of his maybe beef with us.
he's got beef
He's got beef with us.
with us.
Quote,
Oh no.
there's nothing worse than 2 complete wimps complaining about seeing a naked man in a locker room.
Excuse me, I was not
you
complaining.
weren't. First of all,
I
that's
was
incorrect.
saying
I was the person.
I was literally saying you're a wimp for not
Yeah,
getting
I was the
your
person.
schlong out in a
First of all,
change
don't
room.
bring him into this,
Yeah.
Ross.
I will happily get my schlong out in a
I'll
change.
be-
Thanks,
I'll-
man.
I'll take the
I
flak on that
appreciate
one.
that. Yeah.
Jono was okay with it. I
Yeah.
wasn't. They've obviously never played a varsity sport.
No, we haven't.
Don't know what varsity is.
That's
That's an American
like
thing.
college sport.
What does varsity mean?
Varsity is
that like the opposite of
inter-university.
diversity?
Pretty much, it's just white men who play
Yeah.
like volleyball
And
yeah.
never been in the military. Well, that's obvious.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
tell that from
Of
everything
course we
about
haven't been
me.
in the military. Yeah.
Reminds me of a bunch of squealing little girls.
That's not very nice. Can we ban Ross Ogden?
Yeah, we'll get on to that one.
No defamatory comments
Yeah.
about diversity groups.
Well, varsity sport, which
Yeah, but-
doesn't make any sense to me.
Nah,
Doesn't look like either of us have played any sport in our life.
clearly not.
And
Do you look like you're in the Air Force?
no.
Can I imagine you jumping out of a plane holding an
I
AK-47?
look more like Paul Blart Morkov.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's what
When you're on the scooter, when you stacked it the other
True.
week back, you were Paul Blart Morkov.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
But
fuck
also,
you, Ross.
little
But,
girls, they're great. They're the
hey,
future of
listen, they're the
humanity,
future.
right? Yeah.
Greta Thunberg.
Yep, that's her.
That's their name.
Yeah. Fuck you, Ross
yeah,
Ogden.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the good
I
one
don't
then.
like hate mail.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's so weird, though. That's what I do like.
It's
Isn't
weird.
it weird to be called that?
And
and
it's
be
weird
like,
that he will never see. It's funny
No.
because this is the first thing of us he's ever seen.
No, yeah, exactly.
And the first thing he's seen is
gone through his
decided,
mind
yeah.
to decide that he wanted to leave that
And
comment.
there's nothing worse.
Yeah.
I think terrorism is worse.
Yeah, oh, there's heaps of bad
And
things.
bagels that have blueberries
Now,
in
if
them.
they
That's
complained
bad,
that we're
man.
one of like 10 million white men podcasts who
Yeah.
do it, then that would have been a good. That would have been. we
I'd
would have hated
cop
that,
that,
criticism,
but only because
We
I
would've-
brought in
would've
that
go-
rule
yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
But it would have been. It would have
Yeah.
been. It would have been a more valid rule.
Public
First of
enemy
all,
number one.
I was
Ross
the only one that
Ogden.
complained.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
And
an enemy
can
of the
I stand
podcast,
up for you?
Ross. Yeah.
You and I went swimming, right?
Yeah.
And I don't believe you went into a change room to get
didn't.
changed. I think you got your schlong out in public.
It's true.
So you've matured. You've grown
Can I say
up.
also,
Yeah.
Ross Logan, enemy of the podcast.
Dunce Ross.
Dunce Ross.
Yeah.
You've been
Dunce Ross.
dunced.
You've been dunced.
This-
Don't be a Ross.
Here's a follow-up
Don't be a
from
Ross. Yeah.
Endopyro.
Oh, this is a new one.
7010.
Oh, this is a Euro.
brackets.
Okay.
Off official Halo dislike.
This is an 8-year-old who lives in Reddit all the time. Yeah.
I've never been as uncomfortable as the last time I'll ever go public swimming pool,
Okay.
except for large parks with actual security. So what happened was a guy, he was in the locker room, but he was naked.
Okay.
He
That's
was
what you do.
removing
That's what you
hair
do.
around his private parts.
What, he was shaving?
He was shaving in a locker room.
his
And then he
potato
left,
farm area.
and he continued to do it just in front of people in the locker room.
Is this his face or is this the...
What?
Was he like shaving
No,
his beard?
private parts.
Ooh.
And then he left the fucking razor is what he's written.
Yeah,
in
because
the
he's
changing
8-year-old.
room.
Oh my God.
And now he can't. Now Endo says he can't live with people doing that. But
Oh my God.
not how he disposed of it. Apparently, the guy was reported, and he'll never and he's never seen. They've never seen that guy again.
Wow, Enda, thank you for your
Very
contribution.
much.
That was
Yes,
fantastic.
very good.
I've seen a lot of people, if you go for a swim in the morning, mainly boomers, will shave their face in the sink.
Then
Not
that's-
okay,
that's
but if
so
you clean
bad.
up, I do get it.
No.
Still don't do it.
It's not a thing that you're supposed to do.
You're
at
not
all
meant to
in
do
there.
it.
Don't do
I'll
it.
put up with it, but don't shave your
Do it
balls in
your
front of
room.
me.
Do it in your hotel.
Yeah.
Hotel. Your
House,
Why
yeah.
did I say hotel?
I don't know.
I've been at the travel agent.
You have, yeah.
I've got holidays on the
But
mind.
you can never shave your balls in a public change room.
100%.
And then leave your razor just
Leave the
lying
razor
behind
there.
in the change
He
room.
was ashamed of himself while he did it, and he
Yeah.
left the razor there,
Oh
or he
my
just didn't
God.
care.
He just didn't care.
Well, what we've seen here is either sides of the internet.
Yeah.
Someone who left something that's interesting,
Yeah.
and some person who's an asshole.
That's great hit rate.
There you go.
Drop us a comment.
I don't know if we're going to do more of these. Don't be an asshole.
That was just a great story.
That was just a great story.
That's awful.
There you go.
Next slide.
Next slide. Roses are red. Ogden likes to hate. But this was episode
58 of the Comedians. Thank you for being here, everyone,
Yeah.
apart from Ross.
Ogden.
I was going to call him Roger.
Dunce Ross.
Ogden. What a shit name.
Bad name.
Mr. Ogden.
Yeah.
Ugh. Don't like you.
Whatever. We don't
I
care.
tell you what
We
I
can
do
pass
like.
this. Recommendation.
Recommending me, recommending you. Do you have a recommendation?
I do.
We like to give you something to
Just
do
something
with
that
your
might be
time.
interest- Here's what I've been
Yeah.
obsessing over this week.
Yeah. Me.
The old version of Gossip Girl. I've been watching
Oh,
Gossip Girl.
Okay.
The old one.
I don't know. Is it a movie,
Blake
TV
Lively.
show?
It's a TV show. It's a bunch of
I don't know
private
if I
school
could
kids
pick Blake
who
Lively in a lineup.
Yell at each other.
Oh,
and, like-
that actually sounds good.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it like a bitchy teen drama?
Yes,
like
it is.
American teen
100%.
drama?
It's a bitchy teen, but set
I'm
in,
kind of
like-
keen about
like-
this.
But the other thing I like about it is it's like sort of it started like in 2007.
Yep.
It's that sort of part where it's like hype fashion, like
Yep,
chic
yep,
fashion.
yep.
So imagine that in your head as well.
So that's
I
the
kind of
old
like it.
version. Have they made it like a remake of
They
it?
remade it sometime recently.
Oh, Gossip Girl.
That's
that
what I've
sounds
been
good. What's it
watching.
on? Where can people
I
watch
think
it?
it's on Stan.
Is it on BitTorrent?
Probably.
Yeah.
But we don't say that.
We don't actually need to do that these days.
Not really.
The price of streaming service is still better
True.
than writing off your computer.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Gossip
much.
Girl. I like that.
Yeah, what do you got for
I
us?
also have a TV show recommendation.
Ooh.
Wentworth. I'm
That's
not
a
sure.
great
Have
show.
you watched Wentworth?
I've watched bits of it.
So
haven't
I
watched all
just
of it.
started. The first season came out in 2013.
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say,
it's
it's quite
literally
a while
10
ago.
years ago. Because
It's really good,
2013,
apparently.
it seems close. It's so good.
How much have you watched?
I watched 4 episodes.
4 episodes.
Bro, normally you watch the first episode and you're like, oh, like it was all right. And your mate's like, you've got to watch episode 6 and then you'll be hooked.
Yeah.
20 minutes in, I'm hooked. It is
Ooh.
cinematically
Is it kind of like what I've been told is it's kind of the Australian version of
Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New
Yeah,
Black.
so it's about Wentworth, which it's fictional, but Wentworth is a real women's prison in
Yeah.
New South Wales.
Yeah.
And it's about the goings on there. And what I liked about it, I feel like a lot of TV shows about prison and stuff are very, it's hard to be in here, you'll get shanked, you've got to stand up to the boss or whatever.
Yeah.
Wentworth, it shows all that, but the storylines are very wholesome and sort of positive. So then when something bad happens, it's really disconcerting.
Right.
Because it's got a positive
I
vibe
like
about
that.
it. So
I
it makes
like
you
that.
feel uncomfortable,
That's very
like you're
cool.
actually in there.
Someone's going to respond to this and go, this is Orange is the New Black, but it's
Yeah, but it's
Australian.
got actors who are in Rosehaven in it, so
Oh,
it makes
so it
me
must be
feel
better.
good. yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. I'll give it a watch.
Orange is the new black, but if it was made by Screen
Wentworth
Australia.
is the new orange.
Yeah, Wentworth is new. So I highly recommend watching that.
That's
I
fantastic.
tell you what I recommend also, listening back to this podcast, because we kicked it off today
We did.
talking about the mind of Mr.
Josh.
Joshua. And it was
And
just me seeing if he was a good friend.
Technically, I got 8 out of 15.
You got 8 out
I
of
passed.
15.
I passed.
Name 4 of my siblings. Go.
Brom, Kate, Hannah, Ben.
Who's the first one?
Brom.
No. Bron.
Bron.
Yeah, Bron. There you go.
I
there
said
you
the
go.
other ones.
Nah.
So,
Nah.
I feel like
You said
made me-
Brom.
I said Bron.
That's like Brum. Fuck,
No.
that's a good show. My
Brum.
recommendation, fuck Wentworth, watch Brum.
I think that's on Stan, actually.
Is it actually?
It might be.
Wasn't it made
I
in
can
like
live check that now.
1970 or
want me to-
something?
can I
Mate,
live
I'm
check?
already filibustering for you.
Brum.
I feel like Brum, the yellow car.
is. It's on Stan.
Yeah, that's great.
There you go.
And then we talked
And after
about.
that, we're talking about personal space because people
fuck
don't
that.
respect
No.
it.
No.
They don't respect personal space.
And they never will.
They never will.
But we will work towards a society. Let's have another biohazardous pandemic outbreak.
I don't know if I want to do that, man.
No, now that I live by myself, I'd have to apply for the buddy system.
Oh,
to,
yeah, true.
like,
I don't like that.
No.
After that, Jono,
We talked about.
top 10 most untrustworthy people.
Thank you. I can remember everything apart from what we did in the podcast.
I have it written down in front of me.
There's a lot of untrustworthy people
Yes.
in this world.
I hate a lot of them.
If you go to Bottomless
I'm sometimes
Brunch,
them.
if you go to Gary V, if you do a triathlon, you're untrustworthy. We don't
Untrustworthy.
dislike
We
you.
do.
Let's be very clear. We
It's
don't
true.
dislike you. I just wouldn't tell you a secret about how my family has a guy who lives in New Zealand who's a multi-millionaire.
That's
and when he
true.
dies, all the money's going to go. Like, I wouldn't tell you
Wouldn't
stuff
tell
like that.
You wouldn't say that on the podcast.
Yeah.
And finally, Jono, we had some comments. We read them. Some were good, some were bad.
Ross Ogden, I'm coming for you, brother.
We're never
I will
talking about
find
him.
you and I will complain about naked men in change rooms. Is that what's happening?
I don't even care about him anymore.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Ross, I don't care
don't
about
care.
you. Yeah.
Jono,
Yeah.
did you hear that?
Yeah, I can
How
actually.
does it feel now? idiot?
Yeah, it feels good.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. We're
Oh,
having
look
technical
at-
difficulties.
Look who's been chiming
I'm not
me
on the buttons.
for pressing the buttons.
The reason
And
that
then he
I'm on the buttons
didn't even
is
press the
because you
button
didn't bring
correctly.
your adapter.
Nah, but you fucked it up.
At least I hold my microphone correctly. Bye. So the sound is ended now.
Yeah.
Just so you know. So
Have they been told that they should go to comedians.com to record a message for us?
yeah, we did that earlier on.
Okay, cool.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah.
Bye.